Hi guys, this is Vo. So I'm actually re-recording the audio to this because I originally recorded on the camera and it didn't really sound that good, so I'm just re-recording the audio. So things might be a little out of sync, but I apologize. Yeah, so this is just an update on my iBuyPower Fallout Bethesda computer. It's a really great design for the computer. I bought the basic model, which is retail at $800, and right out of the box it worked. You can change your light to any kind of light you want. So if you have a red theme computer, you can just turn to red and it just throws red. I personally like to cycle the color, so just put it on the random is fine for me. And it changes every like 30 seconds. It changes color, which is pretty sweet. Now, I've never had a computer that lights up or can see inside the computer, so just the two fan that with the colors are just blows me away. That how amazing it look. Like I said, coming from somebody who never had a computer like this before, it's pretty sweet, and I never knew I love RGB lighting within my computer case than I do now. You do have the option to turn it off as well, but anyway, the first thing I did is, or the first thing you should do is actually upgrade the video card. So this is the MSI NVIDIA GeForce 1660 Ti. So budget gaming computer video card, but it's $300 and it'll let you play ultra setting on all your games. So ultra high, and I love the card. It's and it also lights up just to keep it in theme with the rest of this. I also upgraded the RAM, as you can see there, it lights up. I will eventually get all 4 sticks, and when you buy RAM, make sure they're the same frequency and the same product, because you don't want to mix and match them. I had issues with RAM not speaking to each other, and then it was kind of like a mess, and the computer did fail to start. So just be aware that when replacing your RAM, just to buy the same frequency, the same RAM, same size, I guess. And so the next thing I did is I upgraded the storage. It came with a 240 gigabyte SATA drive, which is not very large, but it's enough to have Windows 10 on there to run everything. So I bought a PCIe NVMe 1 terabyte SanDisk. It was on sale for $150. What a great price. This thing is faster than any traditional mechanical hard drive. We're talking like 5 times faster than any SATA drive. So keep that in mind, how fast it is. It is blazingly fast. I ended up also upgrading with 2 additional NVMe, so I have about 3 terabyte of storage for just NVMe storage. The reason why I have this is, see, that's the 240 gigabyte SATA drive. You can mount 6 others. So there's 2 you can put in the back of this plate, and then you can have 2 more in the back of the motherboard, which they're hidden, so you're not going to see them. There's 1 there you can put there, 1 there, but there's basically this board only has a maximum input of 6 SATA connections. So be aware that you're limited to only 6. Now there's 4 there and there's 2 on the top. Now you can buy some kind of SATA controller and add more SATA drives, but I think for most people 3 or 4 is going to probably be overkill for as far as storage goes. The only problem with I have that with SATA drive and SSD solid state drive is that the capacity is very limited, and they're also very expensive compared to its mechanical hard drive version of the card. And we're talking, I think, the maximum of 3 or 4 terabyte for SATA, and then I don't know. It's very limited, basically. So if you need a lot of storage, especially if you have a lot of home computer videos that you rip from Blu-ray or DVD, you do need to get a mechanical hard drive. Here's some more bobbleheads for your collection. I have been buying them when I see them, but I'm not really trying to get a full collection or anything. But there's one hanging up there on the ceiling, and then there's the one standing over the fan mount. Anyway, so yeah, I think storage right now, I do probably need to add 1 or 2 more terabyte of SATA drive, because that's my only other option. But that's more in the future. I think right now the computer build is fine. I spent about $2,500 worth of components and computer. But now I can play like Pac-Man. No, I can play like basically the latest games, which that's what I wanted to do. So this is a great build for anyone interested in kind of getting a kind of like an entry level gaming computer. But yeah, and probably don't have the money to spend all at once. I recommend this route. You can just, like I said, buy the Fallout case and then move your existing motherboard and stuff over, or if you want to go all new and buy a new motherboard, new RAM, new chip, it's probably going to end up costing you much more than $2,000, especially if you want the best parts. You can always shop around and to find the cheapest, but it's going to cost you basically. There's no way around it. But yeah, a month later, I love this computer. It's an iBuyPower Fallout computer, desktop computer, and never had an iBuyPower computer before, but thumbs up for me. No, it's so far it's pretty good. I've heard bad things about them in the past, but I can tell you, I didn't have anything wrong with it. I mean, there's some kind of like minor gripes I have about the computer, and I'll just address them right now. There's no card reader, so if you take a lot of photos or make videos, you do need to invest in buying a external card reader. Most of you probably have some lying around, or like me, you might want to just buy a brand new one, especially one with extra USB hubs. So you can plug in extra, like especially flash drives and stuff. The other thing I don't like about this iBuyPower computer is there's no optical drive. In fact, there's no input really. The only input you have is basically a headphone and USB, but that's your only options. So I ended up buying a Blu-ray drive writer, which also doubles as a Blu-ray disc reader, so I can watch Blu-ray movies and stuff on it. It's an LG. It's like $100, and it comes with all the software you need to run like a 3D Blu-ray movies. So that was kind of nice that software came bundled with the LG, especially for $100. It's actually a really cheap solution for anyone interested in getting a Blu-ray drive or a Blu-ray player without spending too much money. I do use the Blu-ray drive because a lot of times if I want to rip a TV show or a movie, now I can do it because of the Blu-ray reader or drive. I do have to warn you though, if you do get a Blu-ray external, you need to plug that directly into your computer using just the USB 1 or USB 2. Don't use the USB 3 because there's some kind of power issue that causes it's just not, I don't recommend it because I've had experience. I plugged it into a hub and it was not good. So plug it directly into the computer using just the USB 2.0 and you should be good. And that's my only problem I had with the LG Blu-ray drive. Otherwise, everything else is great. I still love it. I kind of wish there's more USB ports in the back. I think it only comes with 5 or 6. For me, 2 of them is probably going to take up with your keyboard or mouse. So basically, you only have a few other open USB slots. So you do need to buy a USB hub. Thankfully, I did buy I did buy an extra hub here. This is the keyboard. That'll just take up basically 2 USB plug, especially if you want a pass through. This is a Corsair keyboard. Now this is the hub I'm using, which is a Fallout hub. It comes with 4 extra hubs or ports in the back. You don't see it, and that stand there, you can put your phone on there. That's kind of cool, and I'll hold it. Yeah, so I'd recommend getting an extra hub for your computer, and you do need speakers. So I have headphones, and I have the also the Razer Nomo Chroma speakers in case I don't want to use my headphones. I don't recommend the headphone, but what can you do? This is the monitor. It's 34 inches, LG, ultra wide. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a just in summary, $800 for the basic model iBuyPower computer that came with the original video card of 1050. Was fine. It worked great.